This is Making of the Machine.
The road to Atlanta and the 2015 Major League Lacrosse Championship Games started for the Ohio Machine 8 months ago. Last week, the team convened in Columbus for the first time in 2015. 2 weekends of training camp will set the tone for the season ahead. Over those 2 weekends, the Machine will build the roster it hopes will take the team to Atlanta. Last season, the Machine offense did the heavy lifting, scoring a league-leading 200 goals. This season, 191 of those goals returned to the roster, including 35 from Peter Baum and 13 from Tom Schreiber. For both midfielders, 2014 was their first taste of Major League Lacrosse action.
Yeah, this kind of is year 2 for this offense, obviously with Kyle and myself coming on last year and Tom Schreiber as well as a rookie. So heading into 2015, I think the offense looks great. You know, we have a very complementary unit, attack, a lot of skilled, slick guys down there, and then in the midfield, we just try to be big, fast, and athletic, shoot the ball on the run, all that kind of stuff. So I think we complement each other well, and certainly a tough offense to match up with, and we want to make sure that, you know, we lead the way again this year.
I think we have pretty big expectations for our offense. I think we really hit our stride, you know, kind of mid-season last year. And I think part of that is just Kyle and Peter coming in from the LXM as their first year at the Machine. For myself, it was the first year at the Machine. So I think for our, you know, our returning starting 6 on the offensive side of the ball, I think it's good to have, you know, a little experience here at camp, and hopefully, you know, we'll hit our stride a little bit earlier and be able to peak at the right time. Hopefully, come playoff time and take it all the way.
Trying to slow down the Machine's dynamic offense during training camp is a group of determined and motivated defensemen, led by a core that includes returners Dana Wilbur, Steve Waldeck, Brian Farrell, and Dominique Alexander. The Machine added to its defense this offseason with the addition of Brian Karalunas and other key additions through the supplemental and collegiate drafts. With the clock ticking down before the team hits the field on April 12th against the Lizards, a major priority remains the defensive unit coming together.
As far as the returners, I mean, really we have me, Dana, Farrell, right? And then I think the 3 of us together is a great combination, a mix of everybody has a specific thing they do extremely well. Farrell's a big guy, so he can guard a bigger guy, but at the same time, he has a great stick. He likes to get up and down the field. He cuts to the net, and then he makes the right decisions for the teams. He's not going to force it, but at the same time, he opens up a lot. Dana, he's our quicker guy, our quicker defenseman. He's going to guard guys like Pinnell, Jordan, Wolf, coming in from the X, change of direction, speed guys. He has amazing feet, good hands, and then he's also able to work the ball off the ground. Me, I think I mix in. I play a little bit more physical, focus on the ground balls, make as many hustle plays as possible. And I think when you bring all this together, returning guys, everybody does a little thing a little different. That's what you really want. You don't want 6 guys doing the same thing. You want everybody to be able to add to the pot.
You know, looking to do my job, I play more of a, you know, defensive midfield role. So obviously, you know, I'm not into the ball, you know, making sure I do my job, you know, playing good sound defense. As a midfielder, I'll be, you know, transition the ball up the field, so, you know, however I can impact the offense, whether it's scoring transition goals or, you know, getting the ball to some of our scorers and, you know, putting them in good position to score.
Just be as valuable as I can to the team is what I'm looking to do for the Machine. Be a starter, be an impact player, and help out in any way I can.
I don't know if I bring anything to the team that no one else does, but one thing I hope to bring and add to is the competitive nature of the squad. I'm ultra competitive no matter what I'm doing, and so whether the game is 10-2 or 10-9, I'm always going to be going at 100%, and I hope that's something that other people pick up as well.
Real opportunity for us for training camp to go ahead and get stuff on film, get some rhythm. Some guys, obviously, you know, we're looking at some spots still, see what we can get. So let's make sure that we're scrapping. You know, it's those little things. that we talk about, those inches. I think in the scrimmage, that's what we're working on. We're trying to find that inch. How can we get better right now than what we were when we just left the field?
As the final session of the Machine's 2015 training camp winds down, the Lacrosse Operations Department narrows in on the 25-man roster that will start the season with the Machine and a practice squad that will push the team to get better every practice. There are a number of familiar faces returning in 2015 and a number of new additions here to help the team with its one goal.
The other thing is what we feel is pretty important is that we know about you now. There's guys that we cut out of training camp last year and we picked up later on in the year because we knew about them, we knew they fit in, they ended up being key role players for us throughout the year. So that's always better than not knowing about you, for sure. The guys that will grab bags, so Marcus Steele, Zach Palmer, Jake, Peter, Kyle, Tom, Coop, Neek, Groot, Phipps, Wilbur, Waldeck, Noon, Farrell, Carolinas, Daly, Crum, Boyle, OB, Bobby, Ty, Jackson, Feeney, and Rogers.
As the Machine heads toward the regular season, the roster has taken shape. The roster currently stands at 25 men, 19 of which will take the field when the Machine battles the New York Lizards on April the 12th on Long Island. The goal? It remains the same. If the first steps are the hardest, the Machine made massive strides during its 2-week training camp. 14 regular season games will test the team. A dynamic offense, a retooled defense. This is Ohio Machine Lacrosse. It's time to oil up.